This boy had been practicing stamping since childhood. His dream was to become a government employee one day. When other children thought of becoming dancers or scientists, this boy, whose name was Cato, used to get inspired by seeing his grandfather. The grandfather himself used to work in a government office. Cato saw that the senior officers in the office just drink tea and talk. He liked this comfortable life very much. From then on, he had decided, I also want to become a government clerk. He used to practice stamping day and night, pretending to talk on the phone, as if he was an officer. Finally, his hard work paid off. When he grew up, he got a great government post, which people used to call iron rice ball. That is, job is secure and life is set. Now his family members started treating him like a king. He would just say, I am feeling sleepy, and his mother-in-law and girlfriend would immediately make the bed, and in a snap of their fingers, his father-in-law would be there with a bottle of alcohol, because he had a government job. Now Cato was 37 years old, but he was still his mother's favorite. He would wake up at 12 noon, his mother would prepare breakfast. The office was in front of the house. He didn't even need to ride his bicycle. He would just walk. Many times someone else would punch his time card. His work was just this much. Stamping and accepting gifts, it was as if he was sitting like a burden on the chest of the country. But still, no one said anything. But fate took a turn. The government started cutting down on government jobs to reduce expenses. Now either he will be transferred or he will lose his job. Everyone gathered in Cato's office. Rules were made as to who would not be fired from the job. A total of 8 rules were made. First came those who had been in service for 30 years, then policemen, married people, and those who had children. Cato was confident that he would be included in these rules, but when the 7th rule was read, only 3 people were left in the hall. Now Cato's worry started increasing. On hearing the 8th rule, his face turned pale. He was the only one in the entire department who did not fall under any rule. Disappointed, he returned home. He shouted at his parents, "You are 70 to 80 years old. Why haven't you fallen ill yet?" Now, only one way was left: marriage. He took out the ring and proposed to his girlfriend, who had been waiting for the last 10 years. She immediately said yes, but then Cato's eyes fell on his director, who was in the same restaurant. Cato ran to her and said, "My marriage is fixed." The director calmly said, "It is too late now." The marriage should have happened before the rule came into effect. Cato was heartbroken. He put the ring back, canceled the candlelight dinner. Now the transfer was confirmed. He had to say goodbye to his beloved office and catch the train and leave for Rome. He was sure that his girlfriend loved his job, not him. Yet when she came to see him off at the station and saw his sad face, Cato realized there was some love for him indeed. On reaching Rome, he called, but his mother-in-law disconnected the call without listening to anything, because his girlfriend was now with a handicapped employee of the same office who had taken Cato's place. Now only 2 options were left for Cato: either resign and take compensation, or go to the most difficult posting in a remote area. 800 people had already left their jobs after taking compensation, but Cato did not agree. He had the most faith in government jobs. The officer offered him 3,500 euros as compensation. Even then he refused. Now he was sent to graze grass, but he started enjoying there too. Then he was sent to the hilly areas. Everything went well there too.